Looking to learn life lessons without going through the experience? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Hidden Struggles with your host, Lady C.
Child, you know she don't know what she talking about because Jehovah's Witnesses ain't never told nobody that they couldn't play sports. Where'd she get that from? Oh yeah, that's what they're gonna be saying in the comments below. They're gonna be breaking it down. Sister Jones's son, he got a scholarship to play basketball, and they're gonna find two people in the whole circuit to make it look like all Jehovah's Witnesses can do this. And then again, when you think about it, why are they in my audience? Don't they got some JW.org videos to watch? All right, y'all. Now that I got all that housekeeping out the way, welcome to Hidden Struggles. This is Lady C, and in the upcoming episode, I'm going to be telling you all about why, that's right, Jehovah's Witnesses are influenced by the governing body not to play sports. Okay, so I want to call your attention to the August 22nd, 1991 Awake magazine. In this magazine, they have 3 articles talking about sports. The first 2 are the setup articles, the play sports have, and problems with sports today. And the one that I'm going to focus on is the 3rd article, keeping sports in their proper place. The name of the article is actually what I call a setup statement, where the Watchtower is getting ready to lead you to a conclusion. So the Watchtower is about to define the proper place of sports for Jehovah's Witnesses. There's about 5 basic points that they're going to be bringing out to make their point. Number 1, they always make a positive statement about the situation.
When people play their favorite sports, they feel exhilarated as their bodies respond and perform feats of skill or endurance. God created us to enjoy physical activity. Perhaps even more people derive pleasure from watching others play. So sports are much like many things that are good when kept in their proper place.
Number 2, they always come up with some cheap illustration to make their point by use of an analogy.
To illustrate, when people go to the beach to enjoy the sun, what happens if they get too much? They suffer a painful sunburn that spoils the good time and even poses serious risks. It is similar with sports. A little is good, but overexposure can be harmful.
Number 3, they always go out to find some of the worst examples to make their point, and they're always bad or negative experiences, what most people would consider anecdotal.
All my trophies and my medals, it just doesn't matter, explained Mary Wassiter, the female athlete who jumped from a bridge and was paralyzed. I have learned many truths about life, she reported. One is that true contentment is not attained in the ways that so many people strive for perfection and achievement. Contentment for me didn't come from having been a straight A student, a state championship runner, or the possessor of an attractive figure. After his victory in the 200-meter sprint in the 1964 Olympics, Henry Carr explained, "As I rode back to the Olympic villages, I took my first real look at the gold medal. I actually asked myself, what in the world? For all these years I have been working hard, and to receive this? I was mad when I should have been happy. It was a real letdown."
Number 4, they make a point to find someone who has high credentials, someone in the world of academia, maybe a doctor, someone that they can use to help them support their statement.
Putting matters rather harshly into focus, sociologist John Whitworth noted, "At the end of the game, all you have is a list of statistics. It all seems rather rootless. However, I suppose that fits with our society. The undue importance attached to sports today throws everything out of perspective."
I got a chance to find out what the sociologist said and the context that he made the comment. Check it out.
There's an article located in an online version of the Vancouver Sun, written by Douglas Todd, published on December 22, 2008, titled, "Are Trevor Linden and Mats Sundin Bigger Than Jesus?" This article provides the full context surrounding sociologist John Whitworth's statement about sports. Unfortunately, the Watchtower writers took his statement out of context when they published his words in the August 22, 1991 Awake magazine, trying to give evidence that he was speaking against sports. After reading the article, you will quickly notice that Whitworth was making a comparison about religion and sports when he said, "Sports don't give the ultimate things which religions claim, such as ultimate meaning in life or salvation." The Watchtower writers lifted his next statement and printed it in their article titled, "Keeping Sports in Their Proper Place," in an effort to substantiate their claims about how we should view sports, when, in fact, he was simply showing the difference between religion and sports.
Can you believe that the Watchtower took his statement out of context? And last but not least, number 5, where they always march out of scripture trying to prove their point from a biblical standpoint. And in this case, 1 Timothy 4:8.
For physical training is beneficial for a little, but godly devotion is beneficial for all things, as it holds promise of the life now and the life that is to come.
And here, all these kids, when they got this magazine back in 1991, and parents began to cancel their play dates, and then some people who had kind of went to sleep and began to get lax when it came to letting their kids play sports. Oh yeah, that happened. People got lax and they started letting their kids play sports. And the Watchtower got wind of it, that people are letting their kids play sports. And they came out with this 3-part article about sports and knowing the proper place and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what they do. When they find out about, oh, these kids are playing sports, when they hear about these reports of people doing too much of something, they're going to write it in an article. They're going to feed it to you some kind of way. You're going to find out about how they feel about any extracurricular activity that you're doing. They're going to put a stop to it. Then they're going to go out into the community. They try to find the most negative things about sports so that they can present it to you and show you why you shouldn't even think about it. This has been Lady C. I thank you for being my audience, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for listening to Hidden Struggles with your host, Lady C. This program was sponsored by Critical Thinkers, online at hiddenstruggle.com. Feel free to send an email to info@hiddenstruggle.com, and we'll catch you next time on Hidden Struggles. The views and opinions of our guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Critical Thinkers.